Donald Trump, a name that sparks passion, controversy, and debate like few others in American history. From 2016 to today, his policies and leadership have transformed the nation, for better and for worse. Supporters hail him as a champion of economic growth and strong borders. Critics accuse him of deepening political divides and disrupting international relations. So, how did Trump change America? And what does it mean for the future? Let's break it down. One of Trump's biggest claims to success was the economy. Under his administration, the U.S. saw record-low unemployment rates before the COVID-19 pandemic, with Black and Hispanic unemployment reaching all-time lows. His 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act slashed corporate tax rates from 35% to 21%, encouraging businesses to expand and invest. Deregulation was another pillar of Trump's economic strategy. He rolled back hundreds of Obama-era regulations, particularly in energy, banking, and manufacturing, making it easier for businesses to operate. But there were consequences. Trump's aggressive trade policies, including tariffs on Chinese goods, led to higher prices for American consumers and retaliatory tariffs that hurt farmers. While the tariffs aimed to bring jobs back to the U.S., many manufacturers struggled with higher costs. His tax cuts, while stimulating growth, also added nearly $2 trillion to the national debt, and his response to COVID-19, which included massive government spending, further ballooned the deficit. Trump made immigration a central focus of his presidency. His policies, including the construction of a border wall and the controversial zero-tolerance policy that led to family separations, were some of the most divisive actions of his administration. His supporters saw these measures as necessary steps to curb illegal immigration and enhance national security. Illegal border crossings dropped in certain years under his presidency, and he pushed for stricter vetting processes for refugees and migrants. But the human cost was severe. Thousands of children were separated from their families at the border, and some remain unaccounted for today. His attempts to dismantle DACA, or Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals, also left millions of undocumented young immigrants in legal limbo. Perhaps the most undeniable legacy of Trump's presidency is the deepened political divide in America. His rhetoric energized his base but also alienated millions. His attacks on the media, branding them as fake news, led to an erosion of public trust in journalism. His social media presence was a constant source of controversy, culminating in a permanent Twitter ban after the January 6th Capitol riot. His refusal to accept the 2020 election results led to unprecedented political turmoil. The storming of the Capitol was seen by many as a direct result of his rhetoric, an event that shook the foundations of American democracy. But to his supporters, Trump was a fighter against the so-called deep state, exposing corruption and standing up against political elites. Trump took an America-first approach to foreign policy. He pulled the U.S. out of international agreements like the Paris Climate Accord and the Iran nuclear deal, arguing they were unfair to America. His historic meetings with North Korea's Kim Jong-un, while unprecedented, did little to curb North Korea's nuclear ambitions. His tough stance on China reshaped global trade, but also heightened tensions between the two superpowers. One of his most significant decisions was the withdrawal of U.S. troops from Afghanistan. While Biden ultimately executed the withdrawal, Trump set the plan in motion, leaving the country vulnerable to the Taliban's rapid takeover. So what does all of this mean for America moving forward? With Trump running again in 2024, the question isn't just about his past, it's about his future. Will his economic and immigration policies return? Will his leadership style continue to divide the country, or will it bring a new wave of political change? Love him or hate him, Donald Trump changed America forever. What's your take on Trump's impact? Was he good or bad for America? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into politics and history.